Hi friends, it's me, Maria. We're here to swatch. I am excited. So, the wonderful Roxie kindly sent me some samples. So, let's play. Let's play. I have a couple of vials of water. Vials? Jars. I've got automatic pen, glass dip pen, G-pen nib, pointed pen, paintbrush, Hobonichi Weeks, and Call O-ring cards with the paper that I hate. Still, I'll pull out more than I need. And, you know, let's go. Let's see, where are we? I gotta find a free page in here. I don't know if I want to live in next week. Let's go earlier. We'll go to January, okay? That way Roxie's the first thing in here. I like that a lot. Okay, here we are. End of December. Let's just pull them out and see what we get. Okay, here we have, ooh, Visconti turquoise. She knows me already. Let's zoom in. I gotta put some lotion on. I've been out in the sun and not wearing enough sunscreen, and I'm getting very tan. Naughty, naughty. So today has been an okay day. I have taken a walk. And I have done work. And took a shower. You know, basic stuff. I made yogurt. Don't know, can't remember if I told you about that. Made a gallon of it, which quite frankly was too much. But I have strained some to make like Greek yogurt and I'm also going to make popsicles from that. Blueberry, because I pretty much always have frozen blueberries on hand. Although I do have fresh blueberries that I need to eat. Oops. Is that all the things? Yeah. Ooh. I haven't made them yet. I've been ready to make them since last night, I think. Because, you know, I have to, the recipe I have calls for Greek yogurt, hence me straining the whey from the yogurt. Which is, I gotta find a use for the whey. Maybe, I think you can put it in things instead of water. So maybe I'll bake some bread with it and see what the heck that does. Because why not? Right? Let's go. I make sure to tell people that I work with that when I send them messages, I do not expect an immediate response. But I'm going to be honest, I would like one. However, I think it's really important to establish like, hey, I don't expect an immediate response. It's too easy to get into that, like, they didn't answer me immediately, therefore they're not working mindset. When the reality is, like, they could be in a meeting and be doing the nice thing of not, paying attention to stuff other than the meeting, etc., etc. Oh, Amanda usually writes like a thing there to say who the ink is from. I like that. I'll do that later. Okay, cleaning the brush, getting water on the table, smearing ink from this rag onto the table, winning at life, still spreading ink, having a great time. Oh no, these ink things were on the desk, still winning at life. Do I have another rag somewhere? Because this one is getting like inky. I had to. Here's another one. I washed them, but I haven't washed this one today. Now, what are we doing? Next up, how about this one? Tono and Limbs Labradorite. I have a big Labradorite pendant. Oh, this is a shimmer. It's actually named that, not for the dog, in case, like me, you instantly think of the dog, but because it was found in Labrador, Ontario, Canada. So now you know. Blow. Okay, let's do this because this is here and I can't see anything because I'm too short. And we're going. This looks like it's lovely. And I got all over my pen. This reminds me of Aquarius Whispers. Oh gosh, I think I had sunscreen in my hand and I just got it in my eye when I rubbed my eye just now. Everything's coming up, Millhouse. Just keep it together, okay? Y'all need to calm down. Okay, let's... Oh no, where'd you go? Here you are, dip you. Here you are, dip you. Come over here. Labrador light. We got there. We got there. Got all the letters. Doesn't always happen. Tono and Limbs. I'm going to go get my Labradorite pendant, okay? But I'll do it after I fill this page so that we can get this to dry. Let it dry a little. The Limbs has all of this shimmer. Oh, we got to shake it one more time. So let me ask you a question. What are your feelings on leftovers? Does it matter what the leftover is? Are you somehow, for some reason, kind of resistant to eating leftovers, even though you liked the food the first time? feel like I want to eat leftovers. And I like having enough that I can freeze. But BPC, polar bear. But it depends on what the leftover is. Leftover pizza, I'm there. I will eat it for breakfast. I will eat it for lunch. I'll eat it for dinner. I will eat it cold. I will eat it reheated. It's pizza. I love it. But let's say I make stir fry and I only have enough for like lunch the next day. Gosh, I really don't want that stir fry. You know, I want it, but I don't. However, let's say I make spaghetti sauce and I have enough sauce left to make pasta another night, freeze it. I love having that spaghetti sauce. I don't know what that's about. I can't be alone in this. You know, what did we say this was called? Polar bear? Mm-hmm. I should really practice this writing. Oh, this feels like it's a highly lubricated ink. Running off the pen. I turned off my letters from them. I unsubscribed from their emails. Birmingham Pen Company. I liked having little 30 ml bottles of their ink, but I don't want massive bottles anymore. Unless it's, you know, I don't know, something else. I'm just going to write Birmingham Pens, okay? Thanks. Do you see how blobby it is? Let's call it Blobby Hill. Birmingham Pens. Polar bear. This is distinct from Visconti turquoise, but they are probably related. Maybe it's like Michigan, Salem, Michigan. All right, come here, Blobby. I like that bubble there. Oh, it popped. Oh, you called it. I brought the Eye of Sauron to it. Aww. I'm sorry, Bubble. This is a very saturated ink. Most of them, when I wipe my pen in the second ink pot, it's still clear, but this one colored this slightly blue. Okay, we got room for 4 more. And then I have to get the labradorite pendant. What's next? Oh man, some gorgeous ones. We'll do Birmingham Pen Company Snowflake. What's funny is I was going to say, I'm not a snowflake. Maybe I did say that. If I said that, disregard me saying I was going to say it. If I didn't say it, then I was going to say it and didn't. Okay, snowflake, as in I am not. It's one of my favorite things to say at work, because if I'm giving my opinion, I'll say, I don't think I'm a snowflake in this regard. Like, it is just like my opinion, man, but that is awful. We're getting over it though, right? Like that one video game. Except I think it's called Getting Up and not Getting Over It, Maria. That's all right. Birmingham pins. I think something happened to make this. I must have moved the camera more that way. These are obviously two very different inks. I can't wait to see the difference when they dry. And also really appreciate that Roxie knew I would like both. I wonder if I should do these. I still want to do that 30 teals 30 days. And if these are colors that they don't make anymore, is that like a jerk move? I think it might be. What I really did when I did 30 pinks was I made sure they were pinks that you could get, and they weren't pinks that I had. Okay, these are actually different. Though subtly so. Oh. This is it. This might be phthalo blue right here. This is the color that makes my heart sing. You can't see, can you? I'm wearing blue. I'm wearing a linen dress that I made that, honestly, it's too big for me, but I like having a dress that's kind of like a big sack that I can just throw on when I'm feeling like, ugh, do I really have to like find clothes to wear when it's warm? I'm gonna go sit in the sun later. So let's see. You can see these families of these. I think, what do I have in here? I think I'm gonna go rinse the water. So I'm gonna pause. I'm back. Or did I never leave? No, I left. I brought my labradorite ring. Some people will refer this to as opalescence, but it's actually labradorescence. Not a joke. And then here's this pendant. You can see the back of it. You don't see the labradorescence as much. The cabochon-ness of it really helps. Anyway, here's this. These are so close. This is just ever so slightly greener. Just hair greener. I'm going to leave my ring on. Because I can. Do you ever randomly sing things? Please say yes. Okay, so now we're moving into like a different color family of inks. So I think I might turn the page. It's still a little damp. Oh. Oh, maybe I'll turn 2 pages. Okay, let's go. Up first, Organic Studio, Jane Austen. Lovely. I love Jane Austen. There's a YouTube channel. If you also like Jane Austen or classic literature in general, I can recommend to you, is it Dr. Octavia Cox? I think it might be. She's here on YouTube, and she does close reading classic literature. And it's very close reading. Like, wow, that was a lot. Close reading. And I love it. And it really also gives you some reference to the sorts of things that would have been why Jane Austen might have included such things. Like as far as historically. I should have really not started so far to the, well, whatever. What is done is done. I think my favorite Austen book, did I misspell it? I just have anxiety about that. Varies, but it might be Persuasion. It's short, so that's nice. Which maybe sounds like a dig, but it really isn't. Oh. Organics Studio, Jane Austen. This looks like a lovely color. Hue? You know what I mean. Now I'm going to put the name first. Well, got that all screwed up. I blame you. No, I'm kidding. There. We put unhappy face so we know that I'm displeased with myself. Yeah, this is a good one. It's got this hint of fuchsia in the background, which I like. Do I have a least favorite of her books? Well, in some ways it's Northanger Abbey. Because you have to have a least favorite. Doesn't mean you don't like it. It just means it's not your most favorite, right? Yeah. It's been a while, and I have to say, I have read Pride and Prejudice at least a couple times, but at this point, I'm far more familiar with the BBC adaptation with Colin Firth. And like Bridget Jones, I also appreciate when Lizzie encounters him at Pemberley. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, it's because she sees him coming out of the water. Okay, this is Sailor Ink Studio 335. I only have 2 there that line of inks, and there's actually quite a lot of good ones, but you know, Ink Studio 335. I'm gonna probably look again. I hate having to write eyes. How do you write an eye? It's kind of like a J. That's how you write an eye. $3.35, right? I told you I would look again. Let's do this slanty. There. We did the slanty 3. You know, with the diagonal bit. Because we're fancy. Do you feel fancy when you do that? Do you ever write a 3 like that? Also, do you cross your 7s? I obviously don't, perhaps. Maybe you haven't seen me write a 7. Yeah, you have. Because you've seen me do 30 inks. Unless you haven't seen me do 30 inks. In which case, hey, I've done 30 inks. You got a big backlog of those. So that's my normal way to write a 3, though. This is lovely. This is like the color of wine that I want a glass of. I have some. Maybe I'll do that tonight with my leftover pizza. If you're a wine drinker, do you let the seasons influence what wines you drink? Are you just as likely to have a big, bold glass of red wine in the summer, or a nice chilled white wine in the winter, if that's what you're feeling like? I never used to drink white wine, but I have discovered the joy of a spritz, and that kind of opened the door for me to have other wines, other whites. And also, my mom would always get us Gewürztraminer, apologies, German speaking friends, Gewürztraminer for our turkey dinners. I say, like, she would always get us. Okay, it happened like once or twice, but that became like the thing that you expected. Here we have Birmingham Pen Company Periwinkle. If this is like that, this is not periwinkle. Just saying. Words have meanings, people, but colors don't. So. We all experience color differently. I love doing the little like push hard to make a dot because it's thick. It's standing above the paper. But yeah. Oops, I dipped that far. Y'all, this is not periwinkle. Unless I'm like hallucinating about what color periwinkle is. Let's hope it's dry enough now. It's in my way. It gets a bluey purple, like cornflower or some kind of thing. Cornflower was always the worst crayon. Can we agree on that? Like, no matter what brand, cornflower blue, like never, it was like, do you even know how to crayon? Like, nothing would end up on the paper. Sorry, that was just, wow. Feelings. I feel like I could maybe call this color hydrangea. Maybe it's mislabeled. I'm more inclined to think that Birmingham just doesn't know what color periwinkle is, if I'm honest. I'm not giving them the benefit of the doubt. Oh, but I do love this. Yes. Yes. All of this. It's this like, it goes down and it's like a pink with like a purple cast above it. I love that. Inks. My gosh, there's so many lovely inks here. I probably could have done this in 2 videos. If you're still here, thanks. If you're not still here, well, you're not hearing me say this. But thanks for watching in the first place. Here, oh, look at that. Diatramentus magenta. In general, I tend to like colors called magenta. You have to take the lid off, Maria. Just so you know, you have to take the lid off, everyone. Yeah. We have a bunch of ink right there. This is a heavily lubricated ink. This one is loud and I love it. This one I just dip my hair right in it. Okay, hopefully I spelled that correctly because I can't rewrite it. Oh yeah. Magenta. There's a bit of a, I think there's a fuchsia neon dye in there. I want to make inks, everybody. I gotta learn, okay? And you can bet that I will find my perfect phthalo. And maybe I'll name it like Perfect Phthalo Attempt Blah. So we'll say, then you'll know how many tries it took me to get the perfect one. Oh, I think I put too much ink on here. No rag rats. Okay, this is not my hair color though. It's slightly too cool to be my hair color, but gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay, I think I have 2 more. Truly, my cup overfloweth. My ink sample cup. This one is, oh, lovely. Kyoto Tag, Cherry Blossom of Kage, I think it is. That's not a long name. You're a long name. Okay. 2 lines, not large. I just blanked on if that's actually how you spell blossom. Good job. There. I believe that's what it says. That's what I wrote. Kyoto tag, right? Mm-hmm. This is a nice one. This reminds me of one of the ones. Kind of reminds me of what the swatch online of Garden District Azalea looked like, but not like what it looked like in person. What I got in person was definitely like very orange. Oh, beautiful. I probably could have made this almost like a gradient, but you know, I didn't know what they would look like before. Maybe for next time. There will be no next time. Ah, what the little bubble popped. The little bubble popped. Okay. We have one more. In a world with ink. And last but not least. I mean, quite frankly. Exactly. Did I like? Okay, good. Just checking to make sure no more shimmers. Diamine Wine Divine. This looks like a shimmer. It is. Okay. Shake it. To me, though, like, if your wine has shimmer in it, that's probably the cork, and you don't want that. I'm just gonna, you know, in case you don't know, if you've got floating things actually in wine, probably don't drink them and consider decanting and straining. Wow, this is flowing off like oil. Mm-hmm. There we go. I'm going to tell you that periwinkle from Birmingham is still drying. Somewhat surprising to me. Oh, there's some bird out there doing its "get away from my nest" call. Do you hear it? Probably can't hear it. Mm-hmm. Oops. I overdipped. Oh, you couldn't see anyway. I mean, nothing went wrong. Just kidding. I overdipped. Oh, man. In general, I'm like I rarely want there to be gold shimmer, but some colors, it's just the right thing. Absolutely. So this one, I really like the gold in it. And then Labradorite, I would love a different color in it, but to be Labradorite, it has to be gold. So it's very appropriate there. So, wine divine. Soak it up. Yep. Okay. We have cleaned, we have swatched, we've conquered. What? It makes sense, Maria. So, since we did oh, this is wet. Let's do that. Since we did the blues first, they're basically dry. So we can look at those. This is dry enough. Whoa! That's the magenta. Here are the blues. So this is my Hobonichi Weeks with the sands and paper. We have Visconti Turquoise, Tono and Limbs Labradorite, Birmingham Pins Polar Bear, and Birmingham Pins Snowflake. Now, on the camera, do you see a difference? Yeah, I think you can. You can see a bit of a difference there. It's gorgeous. I don't think I'm going to do comparison, but should I? I feel like you should, Maria. Okay. I'll do comparisons to bottles that I own, because I have those organized by color in here. So, what did I think it looked like? Okay, here, this is called turquoise. So since we have Visconti turquoise, I have Lamy turquoise, Diamine Havasu turquoise, KWZ turquoise, Sailor Michigan, and Diamine Lust. And if we put Visconti turquoise, yeah, guess what? That's turquoise. Except I'm going to be honest, you don't usually see turquoise, actual turquoise, the stone, this color. It can happen, but rarely. Yeah, this is turquoise and it's beautiful. And I'm happy to have it because I love turquoise. And then I thought this might be Sailor Michigan E. It's Sailor Michigan's lighter. Diamine Lust. So I don't have anything else in these colors exactly. Which means I need them, right? Yeah, I love them. This is my heart. I thought I got an ink that I wanted to be that color, but it wasn't that color. Wayfarer is a bit greener. Eau de Nil, a bit grayer. Blue Dragon, greener. And that's it. This one reminds me of, is it Lac Bay? Menta color? I don't remember what it's called. I love this. These are gorgeous. And Snowflake does have some sheen in the really heavy areas, but you can see on this paper, no sheen, though sad. Then we come over here to these inks. So Jane Austen, gorgeous purple. Ink Studio 335. This is I love this color. Do I have anything like it? I'm going to show you this. Wine Divine and All the Best are pretty similar. The color of the shimmer is different. And Kiwi Ink San Francisco Pincho 2024, similar, except that's super green sheen. Writer's Blood and Wine Divine. That just tells you a writer's blood is just made of wine. And actually, I'll show you this one. Writer's Blood and Cherry Blossom of Kage. Similar-ish. Here's Merlot compared to Wine Divine. Think Pink. It's a Van Ness. Claret is nothing like those other ones. Yamabudo and Magenta are sort of similar, except Magenta is like punching you in the face and Yamabudo is just kind of caressing your cheek, you know? And then I don't think I really have anything like these other inks. This Ink Studio 335 and the Wet Pen Western Trillium are similar on these papers. There was one that I thought Birmingham Pens California Raisin and Organic Studio Jane Austen. Similar, not the same. That's kind of it. So, excellent job to bringing me inks I love, but don't have equivalents for. So we'll zoom out a little so you can get the whole picture here. This was a delight for me. I hope you also enjoyed it. We hung out. We talked about really weird things because that's me. We all talked about food also. That's basically who I am. Let me ask, if you feel like answering questions in the comments, I asked about leftovers. I do really want to know about that. But also, do you have a favorite among these? Do you own any of these? After seeing this, do you want any of these? Let me know. I hope whenever you're watching this, you're having a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves. Bye.